I could forward the link. We are live.
Yes, we are. Welcome back. As usual, every Sunday. Is there a regular time? Not at this point. Is it every Sunday? Absolutely. Hope everybody's doing good. I am Yella. I do health, travel, and hobbies on all platforms. And this is my beautiful friend Mo. She does lifestyle and empowerment on all platforms while juggling a very busy schedule because my girl is in school and interning. So, those who can relate, put a heart in the chat because she needs it. She needs a lot. Put 1,000 hearts in the chat because I don't miss those days at all. So we're saying that to the point of life is lifing, but we are still showing up because, when you have goals, you still have to show up and work for those goals. And it's okay if you're working on those goals part-time, half part-time, full-time, but goals can still be achieved while life is lifing. So we are here on this beautiful Sunday and we're here to just celebrate everybody. As y'all know, we do this live for those who can be live with us, but we also do it intentionally for pre-records so you can watch it later. This is a safe place for us to grow, talk, connect, engage, build to the point of reaching our goals of hopefully everybody trying to get monetized on here. We do talk about all social media platforms because why not? They're all in alignment. I am actively working on 4, working on Facebook. Facebook is a different world, so we're just that's gonna be pushed very much till the last. But I'm peeping it out. I want to see what works for me. Facebook is working for a lot of people right now. Right here, it's a safe place, primarily focusing on YouTube, but we do talk about everything. So, how are you doing today, my beautiful friend?
I'm all right. I'm tired, but I'm here. I'm doing good. I am blessed. Working hard. Feel like uh, you know, things are harder than usual, but honestly, it just it ain't. It ain't harder than usual. It's just, when you gotta get it done, you gotta get it done. So
Yeah. No,
but
I
it's
feel that.
good.
I just did a 14-day stretch of 6. I worked 16 out of 17 days with a couple days ago, and I work in mental health, so I understand. Cup was empty. Cup was dry. But yeah, there wasn't even a cup on the table by the time that 2 weeks plus was over. Okay, but life's you gotta adult, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like I said, we came back from a whole water break from vacation. We had to throw away a lot of stuff, so it's grind time to replace what we need to replace. But honestly, I saw that as a blessing, as a cleanser. Stuff that needed to be thrown away was thrown away. Stuff that it made room for new stuff, new growth. So perception is everything. How do you see yourself? How do you want to see yourself? You have all the ability to change whatever you would like to change. It may take time and effort, but anything is possible. But yeah, perception is definitely key. I want to share some news.
Hmm.
So last night, I got a notification on my phone. Anybody that is actively working on content, especially YouTube, please, if you are wanting to really work on your YouTube, make sure you have YouTube Studio on your phone. It gives you all the data that you need. So last night on my phone, as we're here talking about content growing, I got a notification that I hit 1,000 watch hours. So I am hyped, right? I'm like, oh my God, I run to my husband. Child, it was lifetime. Now, mind you, I did try to start YouTube about 2 years ago. Because we posted we always traveled, whether I was fat or not. We the same people, just skinnier and healthier. So we've been traveling. So I posted our cruise to Long Beach to Mexico, and it got. I didn't realize after it sat there that long that like over 1,000 people watched it. So when
Ooh.
that popped up last night, I'm thinking it's talking about this year because as we are monetizing, y'all, it is 365 days. You need to get the 3,000 to 4,000 hours for your benefit, your monetization benefits. So you need to get that every year within the 365 days. So clearly that's out the scope of that. So when I got it, I'm thinking I hit it within this year. Like, oh my God, we got 1,000. No, it was the lifetime, but it's still a celebration.
Still good. Still good. I mean, there's
And
growth.
we are at this year 875. So I'm still grateful. But it was just funny that it popped up and I'm like, I was lit. And I was like, oh, it's lifetime.
At least you have growth.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good
growth
enough.
still. It's growth. I totally forgot, again. And it happens. Mo's been definitely, I love Mo telling us about old YouTube because we've all watched YouTube, but we didn't know what was going on the back end of that. So when she used to share her gems because she has been in the YouTube world for so long and got to see it grow in a way that most of us haven't. I just like learning that stuff. So again, post your content. It will be watched. That video was posted 2 years ago. I didn't know it had over 1,000 views. I was like, oh shit. Like, okay. And it was probably only like 5 minutes, a short mini vlog, but post it. It's okay if you're not going to get all the views within the first week, first month. People will watch it eventually, especially once they find you. So that's just a little bit of motivation.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Uh, for me this week, social media hasn't been as much a priority for me this week as, um, life. But the goals are still the same: to get to 1K subs, to get the watch hours, to get to monetization. But the smaller goals, so that right now that's my macro goal. Well, the micro goals, the smaller goals, uh, is to really so I feel like I want to get some stuff off my chest. So I was thinking about writing, right? Getting things out and writing, but I'm thinking maybe just shooting the breeze, talking. I don't even have to talk to the camera, but just talk in front of the camera, some of my thoughts, record that and see if I can get a couple of shorts out of that or a couple of videos out of that and see if that can make some, difference in people's lives if they hear that, and also obviously make some difference in my views in my channel. So I'm thinking about that. I'm not very much of I keep my inner me to myself. Now, I don't not faking it with people because I am myself, but your most inner you. Some people are really okay with sharing that, and sometimes some people's inner them is so close to their surface, which is not. I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's we all just function different. That it does just come out, and there's not too much extra inner, which is cool. Um, but for me, my inner me is pretty in there, pretty pretty in there. So, um, it's not my biggest thing to share, but I think it'll make a difference in other people's lives. So I'm thinking about that. That might be some of my goals, and it might help with my time and things I need to do and things I can't do and can do and all of those things. So yeah.
And I appreciate you sharing the inner part because, again, when you're starting this, I think a big part of it is if you can. And one thing is make your blueprint, because a blueprint can always be revised. But trying to do this without some kind of a plan may not work out for most people. So try to create that blueprint. But if you can at the beginning, figure out how you want to show up, because I think that is important. I think a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people, and do what you want by all means, like whatever, but I've seen a lot of people like very much pour everything online. And if you're comfortable with that, pull. But then you can't get mad later why are you all in my business? Why are you can't.
And listen, y'all, it's my
Take us
business.
through the whole pregnancy and not show us the baby daddy. I'm sorry.
I mean, hey, I don't need to see him either. But
But you know what I'm saying? Like you can't put yourself all the way out there. Then it's going to be harder to set boundaries later when you do that.
yeah,
And people aren't going to be so if you set those boundaries in the beginning, it does make it a little bit easier. And I say that because you deserve that. Everybody deserves it. So be careful how you want to show up. If you, mind you, y'all know I could talk, and I talk a lot. But y'all, I don't really talk about much, okay? I'm not on here sharing a lot of things, even though my life is great and I'm very blessed. But I've just never been that type. And I am very much an open book. But, I know for my goal for my social media is, like, get to know me. I want to get to know you. It's definitely going to get personal. But it's definitely not on here like, oh, girl, my bill was late. This and, like, what? Like, it's just not. It don't need to be all that. There will never be a GoFundMe. There will never be a, or whatever way you want to do it. There's never no drama. There's never no me going outside of what I feel is in alignment with me. And I want to set those boundaries now, whatever that looks like for you. But I think that is an important piece when you're starting content, especially if you are wanting to do things that do require you to be live. Because when you do live stuff as well, you got to think on your feet. You don't know who's going to come in your room. You don't know what they're going to say. You don't know what kind of energy they got. You don't know who else they're pulling up with. I know for a while, like Twitch was having issues because there was trolls coming in, racist trolls. It don't matter who you were, not just a black. It was just literally going in there and like spamming. Like, you just don't know, and you have to react on your feet. Or what if you may have made a mistake in the past and you haven't shared that with your community, but then somebody from your past wants to show up and share that, and now you know what I mean? So it's just, you just be mindful as much as you can. You cannot control everything, but I do think boundaries and how you want to present yourself, if you can figure that out in the beginning, I think that will create longevity. Because what I have seen people being a little too much, maybe exposing themselves or giving all of their self at the beginning, it only lasts so long, and then they get burnt out as a human because now, what about the comedians? That's a great one too. I always got to be funny. I always got to dance. I always got to, people like Pretty B or Shiggy. I don't know if y'all know some of these people. I'm just kind of using examples. So then when people see them, now they always got to act crazy or over exaggerated. And it's like, yo, I'm just having lunch. I want to chill. So be mindful.
Yeah.
Regardless of what world you're entering to, you're going to be perceived away, and there's going to be expectations of you that you didn't realize people had. Again, you're not going to be able to control everything, but being mindful at the beginning can be helpful and create longevity. Because the thing is, I'm not all this that at least for me, let me speak for me. All this that I'm doing now has nothing to do with right now. I'm doing all this the way I'm doing it so I can thrive, succeed, maintain, sustain, all that years later. So yeah, I just be careful. And so I love that. You don't have to share everything. You can set boundaries. I'm not talking about none of that. If you got a man, you don't want them to know. If you got kids, you don't want them to know. I mean, there's a healthy balance of even showing your kids on the internet. I know there's a lot of educational stuff like this. Your kid may have a developmental delay or something. And that's also to show other parents, like, oh, that tip is really good. I could really use that. Because a lot of what we're also missing in society is a village and community, right? And a positive one at that. Yeah. So I understand that people are trying to create that space with that, but there can still be boundaries. So however you want to present yourself, whoever's doing it with you, if you have a family YouTube, a couple YouTube, yourself, a friend's YouTube, whatever, it's awesome, but just keep in mind.
Yeah, exactly. So that's part of what that doing those reflections and just sharing, that I don't got no business to share, and if I did, that's not what this is for. That's what you have diaries for, but or your therapist or your friends personally you could talk to. That's me. That's where I hold, that's how I hold myself. But reflecting, sharing reflections, sharing things that you learn, sharing things that you're questioning.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go get my fan, but I hear you. It's hot.
Sharing things that you question, sharing things that you made a decision on and you came to a conclusion about, just share some things with people. And it does let people in and let them know more about your personality, let them get closer to you. And it could help create it could help create a dialogue, and yeah, you can create a dialogue that maybe, some people are going to say some things that you don't agree with and they don't agree with each other, and that's fine. And as long as the space is known as a safe space and you keep, regulating all of those things, you have guidelines and that's fine. We could say we disagree on certain things anytime, you know what I'm saying? But for me, I think that since I'm not, really in the mode of like setting up my camera, recording my workouts, doing this and that, I'm kind of like I got to get this done. I got to move quick. Because I got to move on to the next thing in my day, the next thing. I could still sit and reflect and say a couple of things and then, come back and edit it and share it, so.
I think it's figuring out how does your life already function and how does content fit in it? Like Mo just had a big transition. She started internship. Now she has to do that 6 days out of the week. You know what I mean? So clearly that's there's several hours within 6 days out of the week now that she does not have for things that she was available for. So know your life and how does content fit in that. Now, we were talking about like a lot of people are like, well, you don't, we all wear multiple hats. Clearly, me and Mo, we don't have mommy hats on at the moment, but that does not mean that we don't wear other several hats. I have a husband, Lord Jesus, that can't understand his schedule sometimes, love him down. I am his schedule. And then the house, and then I work mental health, and then me, and now content, and then now the people that I care about. I want to show up for them. So I want to set, even if it's like 15 minutes out of the day, set time away to check in with my friends, support them, whatever that may look like. But how does that fit into your schedule? So like some of our beautiful friends that do a TikTok shop, and they do it good, child. They be up in there with 100 and something people, okay? Carts open, 50 people looking at the cart, 50 people got stuff in their bag. But they be up at midnight sometimes. But sometimes they said that works for them. Sometimes the kids, it's summertime now, but maybe that works for them because the kiddos are asleep. So then they're not, they can focus on just that. Whatever works for you though. So figure out what your life looks like and figure out how content can fit in it. For me, my suggestion is comfortably. I want to do content where I don't feel like it's a whole extra job. Now, does it naturally feel like that? Absolutely. But I don't want to feel like it's a full-blown job where I'm stressed out, because right now I've been so stressed with life, I haven't even been able to edit my vacation vlog because I want to be in a good mood when I do it. I don't want to just push out content. I want to be in a good mood because I want my vibes and energy to come through on how I produce it the best way I can, because me and editing is still trying to, build our relationship. Not a fan of it, but you got to do it if you want to do content, right? And I'm not balling enough to make somebody else edit it, right? So, yeah, know what your schedule looks like. It's okay if 1 week is a little bit lighter on the content side and you got to focus on life, because I'm going to tell you one thing, life will always come first, okay? Yeah. Life will always come first. I don't care if I was monetized right now. Life will always come first. And the people that love you and support you will be there while you're not online and will be there when you're back online, okay? And remember, always remember, and show up for the people that's showing up for you. Don't worry about who's busy. Again, life is life for a lot of us. I checked in with one of my friends the other day. She knew life was life for me, and then I found out life was life for her just as hard. So we are all going through something. If certain people ain't showing up, that's all right. It may be a negative, it may be a positive. So what? It don't matter. Focus on you, focus on what you can do, and then focus on the people that are showing up at that moment. And if those people come back when they can, absolutely, you're welcome. Unless they did something wrong, then by all means, I'm very much a no contact person. I'm an Aquarius too. I will ghost you. So, but yeah, like you just have to figure out how this works for you. It's like a job. I always say, like, when you start a new job and multiple people train you, you kind of like, oh, I like how this person did this. I like how they're all teaching you overall the same thing, but there's different ways. There's a lot of right ways to do something, and figure out how that works for you, because you're the one that has to produce it. It's your channel and it's your responsibility. So how do you want that to look? I know I don't want to be stressed out, even though I know it comes with stress. So I'm okay if 1 week is a little lighter than others. I know some weeks where I have to focus on life, and I know some weeks I have the time where I could do a lot of content as well. So again, do what works for you, but still push and post, y'all. It's okay. It's okay if it doesn't pop off this week. I know I tried different things where it's like, okay, what days or what time? Like I tried different things myself to test and trial, but just post. I promise you, like I said, even if it's just months later, it'll get some kind of attention.
Yeah. And if you already have content, I know I follow this guy, and he's been building a lot this year, and he's really built up his live following on Twitch, on TikTok, even on Instagram. He's built up his page, his community, his Discord, all of that. And I see this past couple of weeks, he's in the army, so he went to school. They go to different, periodically they go learn different lessons, so they call it school. He went to school to get another something, I don't know, a rank, a pin, or something, whatever, certification, however it's called. And he was doing a lot while he was there. He was pushing out a lot of content and doing a lot of lives and stuff on his downtime. And then he came back home, and I'm sure he has some transitioning to do, coming back home after a month away from home. And he I see that he reposts a lot of his stuff that I've seen from last year or the year before, or whatever. But he has new followers. He has new people that are coming in contact with him. So they don't know about this stuff from last year, the year before. They just coming on to the scene like, oh, well, look who we have here. So if you are one of those people who hasn't had, and when I say he's reposting it, it's not because he had a little following last year. He had 300K following last year, but this year he's got 5, so or 7 or whatever 100K he's up to. I don't even know where he's at right now. So he reposted those things. Yeah, maybe 150K people seen that last year, but the rest of us or the rest of the people didn't see. He reposts a lot of videos. I've seen that he's reposted same music, same video quality that he used to have. I mean, it wasn't terrible, it was iPhone quality, but still, same music, same video quality, same everything. He didn't change the caption, nothing. He just reposted it and put the same caption and the same hashtags that he uses, and he put them back up. So if you have some of those, whether you have 11 subs, 11 followers, put some more of that back up on your social media pages. And then on YouTube, if you have a video that you feel did really good um last year, the year before, whatever, shorts wasn't as big as they are now. Cut that up into some shorts and make that video into a short, or make a short telling people about that video. And like I said, you can link your videos to each other. This is a related video piece right there when you go to add your videos on, and you can click that and put the old video in there, so that when they see the short, they can see, oh, this video is related to this short. They press that and they can go back to that old video. So to use your old content today, that's what I think you should take from that. Use your old content. If you are like us, having a lot of things going on, use that old content. And
But sometimes, if I could add, Mo, sometimes you repurpose it as well. Every time I post, this is my order, y'all. It's crazy. I start on TikTok typically, then I post it on IG, and then I post it on YouTube. Every single thing. So if you are new to YouTube, because again, this is YouTube focused, even though we're acknowledging, understanding that this is all about all platforms. Like our beautiful friend, Simply C, she's beautiful. I actually going to Detroit soon, so hopefully I get to see her. That girl travels. I love her content. I love her aesthetic. And half the stuff she's posting, well, okay, a couple has been recent, but some of the stuff, she'd be like, oh, girl, that's so old. I'm like, well, you posted it like it was yesterday. I don't care if it was 5 years ago. Immaculate. So she made her YouTube and started posting some of her stuff on YouTube. If you are just making a YouTube, but you already have an IG and TikTok and stuff on there, everything on there, move it to YouTube. Why are you working harder? That YouTube ain't seen it. And then like Mo says, certain content, if it's been over a year, just repost it. I know the sales girl, I don't even know what we call them because there's different ways to do it, but the woman that sells it, I know I promote stuff, but I'm not really a TikTok like shop person. But like our girl, like you could repost that. You post an outfit or a lip balm or a facial, whatever, 3 weeks ago, repost it again 3 weeks later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because new people are coming in. People don't forgot about it. Most people aren't. I know I intentionally go to a lot of people's pages and I will watch, comment, like until the last time I saw your page. But most people aren't going to your page to look at your other content. Sometimes 50-50. Let's just say 50-50, right? So if you repost it, that just gives them another chance to look at it. Because after a while, I think once certain things hit a certain level on your page, especially if you're posting a lot, most likely people aren't naturally going to get back to that post. So absolutely repost and then absolutely repurpose or redirect. I know, so I've been working with brands as well. I might need to add brands on here. But Youth in the People sent me a PR gift and it was beautiful. And I made my video, but it'd be like 3 minutes. So on IG, I only clipped the first 10 seconds and it was like, hey, full video on TikTok or YouTube. Youth in the People loved it. And then that was just opening it. I was like, all right, y'all, I'm going to use this later. Then I made another video later on that night actually using the product.
Mhm.
and they liked both of them, and then I shared it on the other platforms as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And we've been going over the four agreements. So the first one was be impeccable with your words. So you promise yourself you're going to do this. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. And so we're giving you different options and different ways of how to get it done, even when you at a loss for time, even when you have mental, emotional, physical setbacks. There's ways to keep the ball rolling without having to overextend and yourself. Um, and you can keep your promise to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't be impeccable with your word. The second one was do not take anything personally, and that goes into how we really are, processing, maybe how well or not well we're doing, or according to our own expectations with our channel. Don't take it personal. Just keep pumping out the content. There's going to be a turnaround of some kind that should be what it should be. It might not be 1 million followers, but it might turn into somebody who has something important, sees your content and reaches out to you because they really love the message that you share. And your message might be luxury, it might be relaxation, it might be get ready with me to, whatever, or it might be how I wind down after a long day of doing this. And they might see that and they want you to come and speak to a group of women or a group of men or a group of kids or, group of dogs. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Like they might see that and you might get a paycheck from that. You never know, and you can record that you went to go speak. Now you can go be a speaker at other places because other people saw that you're a speaker and blah 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 blah. Things turn into things, but you can't take it personal when it isn't the first, vision or dream that you have for it. It's gonna work out. And the one that we talk about today is do not make assumptions. So the reason why this can apply to today for sure is really when we talk about repurposing or reusing your information or your content. Don't assume that because you had 10 followers last year that this year that people or everybody's seen that video already. You know what I'm saying? The way the algorithm is, you had 10 people last year, two of them saw it because that's the way the algorithm goes. Okay, don't nobody see nobody's post. I don't know what that's about. TikTok, IG, all of the places, or damn near YouTube. YouTube, all right, they show it a little, but so nobody, no, not everybody saw that. If you have 10 more people this year, then you need to repost that and put that in. Don't assume that anybody has already seen it or everybody has already seen it. Maybe somebody has seen it, but everybody has not already seen that. So go ahead and repurpose, redo.
And if I could just add to that, there's two things to add to that. Do not be scared to promote yourself. I am very much a person that never asks for help. I will starve and become very much dehydrated before I ask for a glass of water and a cookie crumb. Okay, don't do me. Don't be me. Please don't be me. But I am trying to get out of that comfort zone of promoting myself because I just lived a life where not much was celebrated. Not many people showed up. This ain't a sad story, child. It's just reality. This is just my life. But I'm getting out of that comfort zone. So like right now, I'm a gamer. And so what I do to help with my watch hours is game. I game anyway, so why not stream it, right? So if you check me out, if you see me live, come say hi. We did figure out that I think if somebody stops in for a couple minutes, they do count it as a whole watch hour. We got to get more details on that, but it does count when people stop in. So what I do now is, hey, y'all, I'll post on IG and TikTok. Hey, y'all, gaming on YT right now. Working on my hours. Come say hi. And you know what people have been doing? They've been coming saying hi to me. I also want to share that when we're making goals, at least what works for me. Now we know our goal is monetization. So at minimum 1,000 followers, and then our 3,000 to 4,000 watch hours. I say 3,000 to 4,000 because there's 3,000 and 4,000 for different monetize options. If that makes sense. So once you hit 3,000, you get 3 chances of getting monetized, and then once you hit 4,000, you get 2 additional chances. So the 4,000 is more like the ads and the ads and some ads on shorts in long form. The 3,000 is the membership, shopping, and super chats. So I know the goal is 1,000, right? But I never focused on the bigger picture. I treat my plan like a puzzle. So, all right, I just got to 700 subscribers, which I'm very grateful for and excited. Now my next goal is 800. Now I know the goal is 1,000. And it can even be 750 if you need to break it down to that. I just say 100, and whatever happens, it happens. Like, there ain't no time frame to it, but I know I'll put in the effort to reach that. So sometimes if your goal is big, like, don't discourage yourself. So despite I don't have a certain number of subscribers I get a week, none of that. We're not to that point. But what I can celebrate is that, hey, my shorts are getting a couple more views. My videos are getting a couple more likes. When I first started posting a couple months ago, they only had 2. Now maybe an average I could get 4 to 6. Now I could probably even get 10 sometimes. So when you are working on your goal, break that down. And yeah, I think that is very helpful. And then, like Mo said, like, try not to assume. I think is very important, because I think naturally we're humans. So when we don't understand something, we try to figure it out. And part of figuring it out can easily transition into assuming, because you're just trying to, okay, wait, hold on, what's going on? And wait, how did this happen? Or why? So you're just like, wait, where is this at? So, don't stress yourself out about it. I told Mo, God was sending me messages a couple days ago at a very weird hour of the night, probably like 3 in the morning. Clearly a perfect time for me. And Pretty B, if you have not seen it, she just had a message of just so what. And once I heard that, I ain't gonna lie, that made my week a lot easier. I'm a very caring person. I care about a lot of stuff. I care about a forest fire when I ain't got no water to put it out. So I know I make my life a lot more complicated sometimes because I do overly care, but sometimes we just have to brush that stuff off that we cannot control. So what? Even stuff that you care about. You didn't get the job, so what? You didn't get to make it to this event, so what? You didn't get this brand deal, so what? Your friend didn't comment on your post today, so what? Your friend didn't call you back, so what? Like, so what? And when I said the power of that, and I know that sounds crazy at first, but so what? And I promise you, like, that has made me feel so much better. And that also helped me in alignment with that. I don't assume anything. I never really did, but definitely now, like, it is what it is. And whatever's meant to be is meant to be. I know I'm doing my part, and that's all you can do. And then show up for others still. I'm showing up for people that ain't showing up for me right now, and that's okay, because I just love the people that I love on, And I know when the time comes, either they do or they don't. It don't matter. I try my best to move where nothing is transactional or a trade. I move as in I do what I can, and God's gonna bless me, whether it's directly back through that person or through somebody else or through another situation. So yeah, don't assume, don't overthink, and if you don't believe in God, I'm sorry, but I do, and God won't be in this conversation. Talk to God. Talk to God. And the one problem that we have a problem with all the time is leave it to God. We can't worry and trust Him at the same time. That doesn't work. So,
yeah. The last thing I was gonna say with the content is a lot of times we archive stuff. So take some of them things off archive and repost those too. That was the last thing I was gonna say with that one for sure. Like, take those things. Don't assume that people saw it. Don't assume that it's bad content. Don't assume that nobody's gonna look at it because they didn't see it before or whatever it is. Just repost it. Just take, for everybody who's working hard or who has a lot going on, or maybe you're sick this week, whatever it is, you're moving slower than usual. Make take a post and repost something that old that you have every day this week and see how it does. See how the post goes. It might really work in your favor. And we're here, we're talking about YouTube and growing in YouTube. So yeah, for YouTube, uh, you know check out an old video. And there's so many now you can change an intro on an old video. So you can go, if you on your YouTube studio on your computer, you can re-download your old video onto your computer and put it on your CapCut or your Final Cut Pro, whichever one you have, and edit a new intro in there. Hey, this is a recap or a throwback, whatever it is, and then put that new video up. Put that video with the new intro on there. up, throwback to 2020, what I was doing in 2020 at this time. Try that this week. You know what I'm saying? Just different things, vlogs, whatever, videos, shorts. Try that. I think repurposing and not assuming that people are just not going to watch it because it's old, or I think you might could get somewhere. I'm thinking about trying that as well. I might try that on my YouTube channel.
No, I
And
like that.
it don't have to be the one that you did big numbers on before. Try one that got 5 views versus the one that got 1,000 views. Try the ones that didn't get the great views. And I know those ones that didn't get the great views really be the ones that you like the most. So repurpose it. It's just something happened with the algorithm. It's not that your video was whack. It's never that your video was whack. Especially if other videos are being watched and they're similar to that video, it's never that your video was whack. It just happened to not go that time. So repost.
And I agree. I have deleted something and reposted it, and it worked. I was like, oh, that didn't. Maybe it was just the time of night or something.
Hold on, and don't delete the old one. Don't delete.
No, yeah.
Just download it and rethink it. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, absolutely. And then I was gonna say, like, just another. If you are looking for new things, because again, our friend Shanae, I love her. She's so motivational, and she posts motivational stuff on her YouTube Shorts. And well, she posts on her TikTok too, but I'm saying YouTube because we're talking about YouTube today. And two, because she be getting like 50, 60 likes on her shorts. I think one of them I got, and that was a very intentional. So if you see your friend doing something, like be inspired by them. She does like motivational quotes or the sounds that do the motivational, speech, or she'll like put like a Bible phrase up. And then it just works. And who doesn't need a positive message any time of the day, right? So if your friend, like, check out what your friend, if you see something that inspire you to do, absolutely try it. I think Shanae even did the other one. I like that. I could do that. That's in alignment with me. And I'm not a trend person, y'all.
Yeah.
If it ain't me, I'm not chucking and jiving for nobody. But I was like, oh, that's cute. So I did delete my student loans, and people liked it. So again, it don't write what your friend wrote, but you could be inspired to be like, oh my God, I think I could do that one. So shout out to Shanae, beautiful friend. And then what I've been doing too that has worked, at least I noticed, give me a couple more views and likes and interaction, is especially if you are focused on YouTube Shorts. Despite whatever video you have, go through the shorts just naturally. Go through the FYP shorts and then see what people are posting, see what the trends are, see what the sounds are. But when you hear the sound, look how many people at the bottom reposted it. That's what I've been doing lately.
Yeah.
And then I'll put trending sound hashtags, and it works. It works most of the time. It hits. I did one where we were already at the park, so I took a picture of the sky, and then I just put God is good because He is, and then I put comment a heart, and then when I find a video, because I know it's going to be motivational, any sound could be attached to it, so I'm intentional about it. I'll go through the shorts, find a sound that could go with it, and then I say use sound, and then I upload the video that I want, so it's just the sky, and then I put the words God is good, comment. That's another thing. Do that. Tell people to comment. Ask a questions and put A through C or A through D and answer below. Like, tell people, that could be another way if you're comfortable with that. Tell people to engage with you. I love asking a question. I want you talking in my comment section. So if I can, put a heart. How are you doing? I'm just checking in. What's the answer to this question? But anyways, I'm saying the shorts because if you connect your content to that sound, it just pushes it out to more people. Whether it's just a view, whether they like it, whether they comment back, whatever, it does push you out more. And regardless if they like it or not, at least they saw your page. And then maybe they might see your page again. And then again, like, I might really need to click on this person's page. They keep popping. Because sometimes some people pop up, I'm like, why does this person keep popping up on my page? So when you're using those big sounds, right? When you're using
that's what happened with the guy with the army. I was like, sir, I don't know why this man with no shirt keep popping up. I'm not looking for this. And then he just kept coming. I said, hey, friend.
Exactly. No, so when you're using those popular sounds, and again, shorts, we all acknowledge shorts are a lot easier to make. The issue with your commitment, the issue I see with committing to shorts is they absolutely have to go viral because they're counting those in a 3-month span and they're asking you to get millions of views to get monetized. So possible, absolutely. And I love shorts, but I'm not banking on one of my videos to go viral for sure. Yeah. I realistically am going to get my money reaching the long form content over the short content. But absolutely, I'm still posting shorts as probably more than my long form. But I do want you guys to know if you are focusing on shorts, you please understand. Please download YouTube Studio. You do have to have millions of views in a 3-month span. So say one short made it, but then after 3 months another short didn't. I don't know what that could look for you monetize wise. So just mindfulness, because we're here talking about monetization eventually. That's what we want to work towards. So if that is something you're interested in, you know, they want a lot for shorts. They're really basically requiring you to go viral with your shorts to get monetized. And then long form, they're just saying, hey, we just need you to have at least this 3,000 to 4,000 hours within 365 days. So when you want to do the math on that, I'm not popping it just to be just focusing on shorts. So I got a lot of long form content. So my motivation this month is to get at least 2 of those out within the next 30 days.
And if you're into shorts, just know that, you know, your everyday life is important to just record it. Just record 3 to 4 seconds of each shot and know that by the end of the day, you need to just post that up, you know, edit that and post that up 10, 20 seconds. And it's not harder to do. It's just more work to do to get done. And you can, at the end of the day, you can have 10 different shorts if you think of 10 different activities that you have going on during the day. And when I say activities, I mean you got up out the bed and made your bed. That's one activity. You got up in the bathroom and brush your teeth and wash your face and you showed the products that you use. That's another one. That you got up and made your cup of coffee. That's
I was about to say, because we have a coffee friend and she makes the most perfect coffee videos. And it's literally 20 seconds and they're just, I'm in love every time I see it. Right, a simple making of a cup of coffee, and her editing is like cinematic. Like, oh my God, you made me feel like I need a cup of coffee right now in that cup with that flavor. You know what I mean? So, like,
and most what she's doing is more. Even what she did is more complicated than what I'm even saying. Just simple stuff. You sitting at your desk, you getting your work day started. Use one of them for the shorts. Use one of them sounds that Yella said earlier. You know, that's 4 or 5 videos I just gave you right now. You about to work out, put in your workout.
Let me add to that. Like I just said, if you are outside traveling, if you're going to the park, if you're going to the store and the sky is skying and the trees are, take a video of the sky. Honey, all you got to do is put some text of a motivational speech on there. I promise you, people will connect. And if it don't got to be complicated. It really don't.
And if that's not your aesthetic, that's cool too. You could do the walk. You could show the sky. You can show yourself walking, and you could put it in the caption, taking a walk. You know, it's not that hard. 10 seconds is not that hard. So, yeah, it is a lot of work for people who want to do the long form and maybe add some shorts in. But for people who just are doing shorts, you guys can really crank out a lot of stuff. And it'll be content that's good. As long as, you know, it's clear, you can wipe off your camera, please. It'll be content that's good and people want to see that stuff. You know, you get caught up in watching that. You know what I'm saying? she blowing kisses at her husband, y'all. You get caught up in watching that. You could watch, if you watch one of those videos, you could watch 15 to 20, 30 of those videos at one time if you're if somebody is doing back to back like that. So
I would even say that's the other part why I watch other people's shorts. What are other people doing? What are people attracted to? Again, not all trends are cringe. Most of them are to me, but you might find something that works for you. Like, I could do that, or I could put a spin on that, or I like how that person said that. Or you can make a video about yourself just talking about, like, I want to make a video still about Pretty Bee message, so what? Like, that hit me so hard. I'm actually like kind of dressed up today, so I might make it. I got to be in the mood to be on camera. Like, I know I'm doing content, but I am not always in the mood to be on camera yet. I am not always camera ready yet. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. And if you are that is okay. This is why this is a safe place. I'm not always. This is why my content don't push out as good. But there's some people that are always camera ready. Shout out to those people, because me, I gotta have the energy, and then I gotta look at least semi decent. But look through the shorts. I look through other people's shorts, especially on YouTube. Like, what's popping outside of the sound? What are they talking about? How are they posting? Again, I may not get it. I may not do a dance, but I'm like, oh, I like that. I might be able to like add my own little twist to that. So see what's trending sometimes. And I know that sounds, you don't have to join every trend, but if something is popping right now and it's in alignment with you, why not hop on that? My husband said an amazing thing because we game. But when you game, you have to like kind of hop on it while it's hot. I can't. So we love Mortal Kombat. We didn't play Mortal Kombat when it first came out. I just got it probably a couple months ago because I finally cared to get it, and it's not popping anymore. Actually, a lot of people hate the game, and I kind of agree with them. But so sometimes you gotta hop on while it's hot, but check it out. Dedicate time to really see what's trending. Hey, Shanae Boo, we were just talking about you earlier. I was giving you all kind of cookies and kudos, girl. I love you. But yeah.
Yes, guys. So today is a little shorter. Like Yellis told y'all earlier, my life is it's a lot going on, and I only got one day out the week to get everything done and put together. So
thank you for being here on Sunday with me too. I'm very grateful.
I gotta skedaddle, but I'm really glad that we got a chance to just talk about those things, and we are still we're gonna finish the book, but we still got a chance to just talk about the 4 agreements because we have to apply self improvement to this voyage, to this journey. It's a voyage. We have to apply
that. Self development is going to carry you a long way. And really just who you are as a person. Because I'm not going to lie, how many celebrities you've seen that you looked up to and then you just hear so many things they did later. We want to do it right now because we're good people. And then we all have something that we could work on. So if you are your best self, you get to maintain your blessings a little bit longer, So again, just be careful how you get things. And if you do it the right way,
yeah,
anything's possible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I want y'all to make sure that y'all make the best out of all situations, even if they're not the greatest situations. Make the best out of the situation and show people how you come through it and came out of it. And make some content this week and use that old content this week. We want to see it. Put it if you're seeing this, put it in the comments. The video that you remade. I don't know if you can post links in comments on YouTube, but whatever it is, let us know that you're there. Tell us I reposted this week. Please look at my last video. I'm following you. Please follow me back. That's what we want in these.
So we promote y'all promoting yourself in our comments. I was telling my husband, I was like, people are like, don't promote yourself. Promote yourself here. Who are you? What do you do? Where are you from? Now we do say engage back with people because we don't just tell people. We not Beyonce around here. All right, we don't just tell people. We support people back, but absolutely promote yourself in the chat.
Right.
Even after this video is posted, comment. Just even saying that you watched it, that you want to join us next week. It is a safe place for everybody, and I'm just excited to see everybody grow at the end of this year and keep showing up for themselves.
Yes, Yella, let them know where they can find you.
Oh, yeah, this is just both of our names on all platforms, y'all. I am primarily on YouTube, TikTok, and IG. Yeah, I'm working on IG, y'all. It's very much a brand intentional for IG. But, yeah, we hit over 1,600 when I was at 1,200 at January. So we're growing. Again, focus. Don't worry too much on the big numbers. Do celebrate the small wins, okay, guys? Because you deserve that.
Yeah, you can find me at Aspire Big, Inspire Bigger everywhere. IG, TikTok, YouTube. You can find me at aspirebig.com.
Yes, a book. I bought
it. Yeah, I have an ebook called The Vast Method: Vision Building, Accountability, Self-Care, and Time Management. It's really how I get a hold of my life and turn my life into the life I want to live. Even though life is hard, that's just a part of life. You can't escape that. But I really did turn my life around for myself. Nothing crazy was happening, but I really was feeling confused and how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to be a big girl. And I figured it out. So, I figured out a really good way that worked for me. So maybe the Vast Method might work for you. So yes, go ahead and get you a copy of the Vast Method ebook. And I'm going to be later on this year, probably reopening my Vast Community women's group meeting online, but we'll talk more about that as time comes. But yeah, so just make sure that you keep up with us on our social medias and we'll see you there. Let's grow together.
Yes. Take care of you guys. And you matter. Until next time, next Sunday, we will be on mine. And again, until we feel like we want to pay StreamYard. Have a good one, y'all.
All right, later, y'all.